Hello sweet friend and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Mariana and I am very grateful you stopped by my home here in New Jersey to do a lot of homemaking and housekeeping and most importantly prepping for Hurricane Lee. We're gonna start baking, then we're gonna go outside, prepping the backyard, then we're gonna go to my basement to move the freezer upstairs. We're gonna clean my bedroom real quick and end up in the bathroom. I am going to be doing a little bit of decoration, fall decoration, so make sure you stay until the end. If you enjoy this type of content, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bells on so you know every time I upload a video, but most importantly, introduce yourself in the comments down below. It does help my channel grow, and I am very, very grateful that you are joining MVP on the go. In the description box, I will be leaving the Fig Tart recipe down below, but just know you do not have to use quail eggs. My best friend has an urban homestead and she raises chickens, hens, quails, and a whole bunch of other animals. And once a week, she drops off quail eggs for me. Now, her neighbor has a fig tree and it was ready to be harvested. I absolutely love figs, and this year I actually planted 3 fig trees, but I was told it takes about 5 years before you can harvest. So I did a lot of things with the figs harvest. I did fig jam, I dehydrated figs, and I also making this fig tart. During the week, I will be uploading shorts about everything that I'm making and prepping and canning and doing around the house, and I hope you enjoy those too. Let me know in the comments down below if you have seen my shorts and if you are enjoying them, and if there's anything that you would like me to do or anything that you would like me to explain, or what format do you enjoy the most. For the fig jam, it's basically the same recipe. I measure with the heart, but basically you just make sure your fruits or veggies, most importantly the fruits, are clean, and then you dump them in a pot, low heat, you add sugar. I like to add brown sugar, a splash of lemon. For the acidity, it helps you preserve them, and you just let it go to work on a slow simmer. This tart dough needs to be refrigerated for at least 30 minutes. You could certainly freeze it this way so you can have it ready for any occasion. But in this case, I am just going to wait about 30 minutes because I am actually prepping this the night before I'll do all the cleanup and prepping in my home. The easiest way for me to put the dough in this pan is, first and foremost, I butter the pan, and then I cut wax paper because it's easier for you to remove the tart. Second of all, I did not roll with the tart. I basically cut a portion, a big portion, and then I'm using my hand to press it down. I'm adding the fig jam. Then I am just gonna roll strings of dough and then try to create a cute design. I had some leftover dough and nothing go to waste. At least I try in this home. And I also ended up doing a small blueberry tart. Each oven is different, and one thing to consider when you're baking is the temperature in your area. So although the recipe does says to bake it at 350 degrees, the one tip that I can give you is just make sure you bake your tarts until it's golden brown. A ton of apple cider, and I'm storing them in my refrigerator in this jar, and it pairs perfectly with this fig tart, and nothing says fall like apple cider and figs, and of course pumpkin, but that's more to come in another video. Here we are on the next day, Saturday, and I'm prepping the backyard to make sure that nothing flies away if Hurricane Lee decides to come to New Jersey, or sometimes even if the hurricane then does not hit New Jersey, the eye of the hurricane, unfortunately, the tail of the hurricane, the tropical storm or whatever it turns into, the rain and the wind usually does destroy my basement, unfortunately, and things start flying in my backyard. So what we're doing here, and I enlisted the help of my son, whom rather do other things. If you have a teenager, you know what I mean. But anyhow, he did a phenomenal job helping me here. Try to contain everything here in this corner, because as you can see, I have the fence, and also there's the barbecue in the back, and the garage wall is right there. Plus we have a gate. So I'm trying to contain as much as I can here. And then I am going to give you a tour around of the rest of what we did. Also here you are meeting Cocoa, Azul, and Luz Clarita. We have another dog. She's very old and she's actually inside. And I am going to show you a cute video of Azul. He is the boy German Shepherd. He does not like to go to the big pool, so he has a kiddie pool. So stay tuned so you could see that. Tell me, how did you do this summer with your garden? Did you garden? How much did you harvest? And what was the one thing that you truly enjoy about your garden? My garden, the one thing that I love the most is the tomatoes here in New Jersey. It is just amazing how they grow. And the other thing that I truly love is my melons, the cantaloupes in particular. I did grow other things for the first time. My elderberry actually bloomed, and I just don't know what to do with it, because I was under the impression that the elderberry was going to be a dark color, and it turns orange. So I don't know if they sold me the wrong fruit, or I just need to let it harvest a little bit more, rip a little bit more. So I do need to do some research. And the other thing that is taking over my whole backyard is the yams. I planted 5 plants of yams, and it's just creeping everywhere. And I am at the point that I'm going to rip it all out, because I'm not really understanding how it's gonna grow, since it trellis everywhere. And I was watching a ton of videos on YouTube, and like I have not seen one video that truly tells me how the yams are gonna grow. So if you know how yams grow, can you please tell me if it trellis so much, is it gonna hang? Because I thought it was more an earthy soil vegetable than something that will hang like a cantaloupe, and I hope I'm making sense. Now here you see that I do have the poles. I actually put these poles 2 years ago on the ground to build a pergola, and I just haven't gotten the time. The first year that I installed the poles, I didn't have the money to buy the rest of the wood. Then I bought some wood, and I didn't have the time to build this. So what I have been doing is just hanging this tarp over. And it does help throughout the summer to bring some shade.
All right, so sorry that looks like that, but that's my neighbor. We're really not allowed to touch or paint that. I took everything down. This, I've been meaning to finish this pergola, but unfortunately I just don't have the time. I put all my plants over there, and don't worry, she could get out. She usually gets out from the bottom. So all my plants are as far as I can. All the plants are close to the side of the fence, and because this area is pretty enclosed, I got high hopes. Now, when Hurricane Sandy hit New Jersey, I lost the whole vine tree, and it grew back. Here is the garden. This is pushed over there. The only thing that I have to do is find the lock today if I can, so this doesn't open with the wind. Everything hopefully stays. Then the pool we closed before I went to Guatemala, and this is for next year. I am going to build something with the gutters to make sure I collect water for my whole garden. Matthew already put the benches in there, and my daughter has to come and take this out. And let's just and that's it. This is what Azul does every single day, a million times a day. This is his pool. Another reason why I need to start collecting rainwater. And also I'm gonna run to the store, to the gas station, and get some gas real quick. He loves this, living the life. Actually, we put in the chairs in there. I moved the ladder over there. I think now it's better.
Now we're in my basement, and my friends arrive, and they're gonna help me transport everything that I have in this freezer upstairs, and then they're gonna help me carry the freezer upstairs. This is my basement, and sadly, every time there's a big flooding in the area, actually the water rises almost to the roof. Now, you may be wondering if I have a sump pump. I do. I also have a French drainage all around the home. I also did something, well, not me, the professionals came and they dug around the house and they built something, but it's just where my home is sitting, and sadly the city hasn't done its part to make sure that the water travels the way it's supposed to. And every time it rains, sadly, water still somehow manages to come inside of the basement. I also have a valve that is not supposed to let water from the street come inside. And that valve, when it rains heavily and we could see the water outside rising, we are not supposed to use, we're not supposed to flush the toilet or take showers. So basically, we're not supposed to use water, because if we use water, the valve is going to open to take that water outside of the house. And if you're a plumber, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is the best way I can explain it to you. But even with all these systems, until the city doesn't come and fix the problem, unfortunately, I'm going to continue having these situations in the house. Here, my friend is helping me carry the freezer upstairs. And if you look at my kitchen, yes, it does need a lot of repairs. It's a work in progress. And I hope you subscribe to this channel so you could see my humble journey of how little by little my old home, it's getting fixed, one DIY at a time. Sam's Club about 2 weeks ago, and every time I go, it's basically to buy a ton of meats. So this is what you see over here going back into this freezer. I also freeze my cheese, my butter, and when I'm prepping cakes like the one you see right there, the round one, it's a cake, I also like to store it here. So if I have visitors, all of a sudden I can whip up a cake real quick, put fillings, maybe some whipping cream on the top, and then you'll have something to serve your guests. Here we're in my bedroom. I actually did this early in the morning before I went outside, but I decided to include the footage here at the end. Same with the bathroom, because I know some people do not enjoy seeing other people cleaning the bathroom. So this time I decided to include the bathroom cleaning at the end. Friend, if you're still here, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you so much. Your time is very valuable, and your company and support means the world to me. We're just going to make the bed, let the iRobot vacuum do its job, and then go downstairs.
Cleaning.
Here we are in my half bathrooms. I am starting by wiping down this mirror, and then I'm going to be cleaning my entire bathroom with pine sol. The reason for that is I am having an issue that there's flies everywhere. I don't know if it's the season or what. I usually have this problem twice a year. I am using the Zevo brand to spray my windows. I have the plugs in, and I also have my lantern that usually goes outside in the kitchen because it kills more flies faster. The pine sol actually deters the flies from being in the house. They don't like the smell, and it's also a great anti-disinfectant. I don't enjoy cleaning the brush holders, the toothbrush holder. It's always a struggle, and I cannot wait until my bathroom upstairs, the main bathroom, gets fixed so we could store all these toothbrushes in the individual little baskets instead of having out here out in the open. After I finish cleaning the bathroom, the entire bathroom, I'm going to show you how nasty the water of the floor was, and I'm going to be adding a little bit of touches of fall decoration. I have not purchased any fall decoration this year. I am trying not to invest my money in that, but save my money for Thanksgiving shopping, Black Friday, and Christmas. I may purchase something from the Dollar Tree or maybe from a thrift store, but I am not really shopping for fall decor this year. So tell me, do you decorate for fall, or do you only decorate for the major other holidays? cleaning the toilet, I like to use paper towels. That is mostly the only time I use paper towel, except the kitchen. I like to use my microfiber cloth to clean around the house, but because the toilet can cross-contaminate other items, I like to try to use one sheet and I work myself from the top to the bottom. Also, to clean the floor, I love to clean with Winfresh, which is the laundry powder detergent. I usually get the packet from Sam's Club. You could also order it from Amazon, but here's the tip. You could actually clean with any powder laundry detergent that you have, because I don't know where you're watching me from, but every single region has different products to clean your home. Oh, and talking about regions, I recently was going through my YouTube analytics and I discovered that most of the people that watch this channel are from the west of the United States. And I am thrilled to know that people in California and Texas and all those states, Washington, they're actually tuning in, watching my video, being part of this MVP on the go community, and I cannot thank you enough. Other countries that I saw was Canada, Guatemala, because I made tons of friends there through YouTube, Australia, and the UK. So to all of you, I want to give you a big shout out, send you a high virtual hug. If you're comfortable with, if not, I am giving you a high five. This bathroom is so tiny that I basically have to clean the floors on my knees, which I don't mind. I actually think I do a better job when I can scrub it down. The female German Shepherd Cocoa, every time it's raining or thunderstorming, she actually opens the bathroom door and hides in here. And sometimes there's a lot of hair and dust and paw print everywhere. is the final touch to this bathroom. I'm gonna give you a small tour, and until my next video, friends, stay safe, and let's pray that no matter where you are in the world, that you are staying safe, and that any storm that coming your way, that it will pass over your home. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye, friend.